Hello and welcome to Musings of a MasterNi. I'm Meenal Desai, and here I share a medley of my unique experiences, shaped by students, teachers, parents, and life in general. Recently, I came across something that actually has put me off balance. I don't know the answer to it. So, we had a teacher who comes in and literally is frustrated with us, saying, how can we allow children with colored hair on campus? The teacher is a lovely teacher. She has the well being of the children in mind. And she genuinely believes that children coming with colored hair disturbs the class, sets a different trend, and is a nail in the coffin for discipline of a school. And I take a step back and I ask, is it really so? Honestly, I'm confused. I'm confused because our children don't live in India. They live in the 51st state of United States. They see Western movies and shows. They watch those teenage dramas. They speak in English language. Is this good or bad? Is for each family to decide. But that is the life they are living. In the high schools there, when they see hundreds of students wearing free clothes and all of that, they are inspired to color their hair. And some of them, very few of them, actually do it. But this could also set off a different trend, a trend that so-called Indian values does not like. But I wonder, is that so? I've seen hundreds of Indian women who, with their ghungat, hijab, and men with their headscarves and pagdi, ascertain their individuality through fashion. A different way of tying the headband, a different way of wearing the sari, has always been something that's revered and coveted. Human being, throughout their history, has always tried to stand out and yet belong to a group. But when our teenage children do that in school, we somehow find it very, very sacrilegious. And we don't know how to behave with that. We don't know how to deal with that. We went up to our student, we spoke to them, and the child said, listen, I didn't know the school was going to start and this was something I wanted to do, so I've done it. And the problem was solved there. But I also know that this is something that we are going to face more and more often as our children grow up. So how do we deal with this? Right now, we are speaking to our children. And believe me, we have a bunch of lovely kids who are the most reasonable human beings you will come across. And they understand what the school is and what their priorities should be. But do we need a policy? Do we need to tell them in black and white what is okay and not okay? And if we really tell them that, how do we then deal with adults wearing colored hair? Do we not hire a teacher because she has highlights? Do we not deal with parents who come in different clothing? How do we then say that we value diversity? Also, if you are saying colored hair is not allowed, there are girls and boys who get grays in their early teenagers. So they also don't get to color their hair naturally. Or is it okay if they color their hair brown and the natural colors, but not okay if they color it purple or red or blue? How do you decide? Where do you draw the line? I don't have answers to all these questions. And I am baffled about what education in today's life looks like. I'm sure there are hundreds of schools who are dealing with this at this moment. And I would love to know if there is a better way to deal with this. I don't want to alienate the children and sound like some archaic 19th century principal. I want this space to be I want this space to belong to the children as it rightfully should. But neither do I want to set the wrong expectations and say that you're coming for a fashion walk here. So, my dear viewers, listeners, help me out here. What are my options and how do we deal with this? I would love to know for your thoughts. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you. Bye.